Hello, this is Ben from Ben's Kitchen and Garden, and today I am showing a giant pot of tomato sauce. I actually got this idea from a video which I'm going to show a couple screenshots from and post in the description as well. This is a video I saw on Food Insider, and they make this giant pot of tomato sauce somewhere in Italy, and I'll make sure you have that link. There's a photo of what they did, just a little bit of water and a whole bunch of tomatoes. You can see I have a ton of different heirloom and colorful tomatoes. The pot in the video is full of just paste tomatoes, and they're all red, and they all are similar size and shape, and they look a lot more uniform. This is just kind of a hodgepodge of things I had. So this is a big outdoor burner, and you can see it can heat up and boil a large quantity of tomatoes very quickly. So this is a 15-gallon pot. It's a huge pot, and it's really nice. You want to be considerate that you're going to have boiling liquid, and I do this too often. Start with a smaller pot, but then here I was thoughtful and put it in the biggest pot I had. So this is after only about 10 minutes. That outdoor burner is just so much more powerful than inside, and then I can sit outside and enjoy this nice smelling tomato sauce instead of heating up my house at the end of summer. So I added too much water to start. Unlike the video, they just add a little bit to get it going. I added quite a bit, and you can see because those heirloom tomatoes are in there, there's just a lot of water. I'm fine with it. I'm just gonna cook it down, and you'll see this whole process is actually pretty painless. I think it makes a really nice sauce, and I'd probably do this again. So I'm gonna go to the next clip here, which is after about probably an hour. You can see it's about half. Well, okay, half's generous. It's down quite a bit though. You can see that line. That's probably about where it started, maybe a little bit higher than that. And these are all just cooking down. I sped this up a little bit. I'm smashing a few of the tomatoes as they start to break down a little bit. This is actually something I did differently than the video. They basically just heated up the tomatoes to soften them for food milling. Here I really cooked them down. I just knew I had too much liquid, way too much liquid. And you can see it's almost nighttime as this thing keeps going here. So there is the video again, a little screenshot. You can see those tomatoes are pretty much intact. Mine are almost entirely cooked down. I want to do a lot more of the cooking down outside. It was just the way it went for me. I'm sure that their sauce is delicious. This is my food mill here, the Johnny Apple food mill. It's an awesome product. It's just a plastic one. You just spin it, put the tomatoes up top in this big funnel, and you can see, hey, that looks pretty similar. That's not bad. So the guts kind of come out of that too, which I'll show you in a second, and then everything else, so non-seeds, non-skin, just the meaty parts of the tomato come out this side, and it makes a huge mess. This is one part of this machine I don't quite have down. It's just messy. And I'll show you the guts here. So this is what comes out of that other end, and it's just seeds and skin. It's pretty cool to look at. I don't really know if there's much use for it. There is the sauce. Not bad. Really, really nice consistency. Still pretty watery, so I end up putting it back on my stove and cooking it down further. It makes sense. I had a lot of juicy tomatoes in there. There's their finished sauce, and here's mine. You can see it's just thinner. I mean, it's really nice, silky consistency, but mine is quite a bit more watery. So I cooked it down, just maybe another hour. It's not fully thickened, but it's at a spot where I'm happy with it. Check the pH, and then I loaded in my quart jars here. This is a gorgeous red, almost a little orange in it, but primarily red sauce, and just a beautiful, silky, smooth, no seeds, no skin. I love it. That's why I love that food mill so much. So these I loaded up, I can't remember, it was like 8 or so, and I put them in, and you'll see in a second, the water bath, but I just did quarts. I prefer quarts for tomato sauce. I think it's a nicer size for making a meal out of. Cook these for about half an hour to make sure they're fully pasteurized. This is the final product. It's just gorgeous. Really, really nice. Super, super pretty sauce. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, a little online inspiration there and a really nice finished product. Thanks for watching.